Schools are meant to be places of learning and growth, but some have rules that are so strange, they might just leave you scratching your head. From no uniforms to no hugs, these schools around the world have taken unique to a whole new level. Buckle up as we explore 10 of the funniest and most bizarre school rules you won't believe actually exist. Imagine walking into a school where uniforms are simply not required. Sounds like a dream, right? In Finland, many schools don't enforce any dress code, and students have the freedom to wear whatever they like. While most schools worldwide are strict about uniforms, here, students can show up in pajamas, gym clothes, or even something as outrageous as a Halloween costume. It's all about comfort and creativity over conformity. Now, picture a school where shoes are optional. In New Zealand, there are schools where students are encouraged to go barefoot, whether they're in the classroom, on the playground, or walking through the halls. The belief is that it promotes a sense of freedom and connection to the earth. So, while the rest of the world is worrying about shoe polish and laces, these kids are strolling barefoot, rain or shine. Moving to France, where the cultural norm is to greet others with a kiss on the cheek. School is a whole different story. French schools strictly prohibit any form of kissing on campus. That's right, no pecks on the cheek, no friendly goodbye kisses. The rule is clear, school is for learning, not affection. You could say this is the ultimate no public displays of affection policy. Speaking of affection, let's head to the United States, where some schools have banned something even more surprising, hugs. Yes, you heard that right. In a few schools, hugging your friends is strictly forbidden. The reasoning? They claim it can be distracting and inappropriate in a learning environment. It's hard to imagine getting scolded for hugging a friend. But hey, rules are rules. Now, what if I told you that there are schools without teachers in the classroom? Sounds impossible, right? Well, in Denmark, some schools have taken a completely new approach to education. Instead of a teacher standing in front of the class the whole time, students are left to learn through self-directed projects. The teacher occasionally checks in but isn't there to dictate every lesson. It's a system designed to foster independence, though it might feel a little strange to be left alone to figure things out. South Korea has its own unique twist on school rules, no lunch break. In some schools, students don't get an official time to eat away from class. Instead, they eat while still at their desks, juggling both their lessons and their food at the same time. Multitasking at its finest, but it sure makes lunchtime a lot less relaxing. Now, here's a bizarre rule from Germany that takes things a step further: no chairs in the classroom. Some schools have ditched chairs altogether, believing that standing or moving around helps students stay alert and focused. So instead of sitting through hours of lessons, students are encouraged to stand, stretch, and stay active while learning. Heading over to Japan, silence in the hallways is not just encouraged, it's enforced. Some schools have strict rules that require students to walk from class to class in complete silence. No chatting, no laughing, and definitely no shouting. It's all about maintaining discipline and order, though it makes for a pretty eerie atmosphere between lessons. Meanwhile, in the UK, birthday parties are a no-go. In some schools, celebrating a birthday during school hours is strictly prohibited. That means no cakes, no singing, no balloons. They believe that parties can cause too much of a disruption to the school day, so students have to save the celebrations for after hours. And finally, we come full circle to perhaps the most beloved rule among students: no homework. Yes, it exists. In Finland, some schools have completely done away with homework, believing that students should focus on learning during school hours and have their free time to themselves after the bell rings. It's a dream come true for many, where schoolwork stays in school, and home is a place for relaxation and fun. So, there you have it, 10 school rules from around the world that range from funny to downright bizarre. Whether it's no uniforms, no shoes, or no hugging, these schools have redefined what it means to be a student. Which rule would you love to experience? And which one could you absolutely not imagine living with? Let us know your thoughts. And as always, if you enjoyed this wild ride, don't forget to subscribe to Whatever World for more unbelievable stories from across the globe. See you in the next video.